KWCH is showing we are Kansas proud. We're having some of our native Kansans go back to their hometowns to show us why people there are Kansas proud. And first up is Ross Jansen heading back to Geneseo today.
And good afternoon from Geneseo, Kansas on our first day of the Kansas Proud Tour. This is my hometown, and if you're not familiar with where Geneseo is, it's in northern Rice County right off of Highway 4. And I just found out today that July 3rd is being dedicated from here on out as Ross Jansen Day. It was a very nice surprise and so nice to see such a great group of people here to welcome me home. And it's been a wonderful day. We've had a chance to kind of walk around the town and see what has changed since I first grew up here in Geneseo. So it's been a lot of fun today, and we had some cake inside the city hall here. We've just really enjoyed ourselves. And coming up tonight at 5 o'clock, actually, we're going to talk to a gentleman who has lived here nearly all of his life and has taught school here, and he's going to share some memories with us. We got to look at your forecast, though, coming up for Geneseo over the next couple of days. It is going to get hotter. We're also going to start seeing a little bit more wind. Temperatures close to 90 degrees for tomorrow. The wind is going to be even stronger, it looks like, as we head into Saturday with a chance for some early morning showers. And then by Sunday, it looks like to close out the holiday weekend, temperatures are going to be in the lower 90s, but it looks like we're going to be dry on Sunday. We've had a beautiful day weather-wise here in Geneseo. We've just had a fantastic time, and we hope that you'll join us at 5 and 6 o'clock on KWCH 12 for our stories again from here in Geneseo. We'll send it back to you.
This month, KWCH is showing you what makes us Kansas proud. We're sending our anchors and reporters back to their hometowns. Ross Jansen is in Geneseo right now to tell us a bit about its history.
Well, good afternoon from Geneseo, Kansas, where we have 260 people living in my hometown. It was fun today to come back and see how much things have changed over the years. And of course, these small towns, they have changed a lot over the years. We've had some beautiful weather today, and we've enjoyed some low humidity and light winds. It's turned out to be a fantastic afternoon. We had a lot of people here earlier today cutting some cake and just kind of celebrating the fact that I was in town. And we caught up with one gentleman who's lived here almost all of his life. We'll share his story with you now. It's a quiet little town that from the highway would be easy to miss, and although things move a little slower around here, it wasn't always that way.
This was a busy town. There was people everywhere.
Jim Holmes has lived in Geneseo for most of his life. A school teacher for nearly 30 years, he remembers a time when this town was very busy.
It was a great town when I was growing up. I mean, we had everything you could ask for in like Lyons or Ellsworth or anything else.
Geneseo was named after Geneseo, Illinois, and was established around 2 railroads and a heavy oil business.
Because we had 2, that's what made Geneseo really, was the railroad. There was 2 railroads came through here, the Mop and the Santa Fe.
Things have changed over the years. The grocery stores are gone, the elementary school closed in the 90s, and the last remaining bank is now the city hall.
No grocery stores here anymore, and one filling station, you might say, there's just one. And by the way, there was 1, there was 2, there was 3, there was 4 filling stations here. You could buy gas. Now there's 1.
Geneseo may be missing some of the conveniences that bigger towns have, but it's the memories and the people here that make me Kansas proud. And of course, we've had a great time here today, and we could joke about it, but it's rush hour here. We're just off of Main Street in Geneseo, and it's a very quiet town. And as I mentioned, it has changed a lot over the years, but it's still fun to come home and visit my roots.
And Ross, I understand there was a big proclamation there today?
Well, actually, there is a big proclamation, and we're going to talk more about that coming up a little bit later. We've had beautiful weather. Looks like it's going to be hot, though, getting hotter as we head through the next couple of days. Temperatures tomorrow will be close to 90 degrees, and then it looks like as we head into Saturday, just after the 4th of July, we're going to have a chance for some morning showers on Saturday, but turning hot and dry then Saturday afternoon. And Sunday, it looks like temperatures get even hotter with 96, and we'll have mostly sunny skies. So hot weather coming for Geneseo and most of the state, but yes, we've had some very fun and exciting proclamations made here today in Geneseo. We'll tell you about that coming up a little bit later. Well, thanks very much, Merrill. We are live here in Geneseo. Of course, this is my hometown, and that's what we're celebrating is Kansas Proud. And being here in northern Rice County, you might be wondering what exactly you do as a kid in Geneseo. And I have to be honest with you and tell you that, the options are limited. But just on the other side of these trees is some brand new playground equipment. So there's one option for you. And there's also a baseball field out on the edge of town, which I've just found out recently is going to be named after me. That's kind of a nice surprise. We also found out today, and I found out that July 3rd is going to be forever known as Ross Jansen Day. So it has been a very exciting day. We had some cake earlier today in the City Hall, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out today to helping me celebrate this wonderful day. It's been a fun afternoon, and it's especially exciting to come home and see the city again here in Geneseo. So that's going to wrap it up for us now. We'll be back at 6 o'clock, and we've got a very fun story to share with you on a couple here in Geneseo that restores cars for a living. We'll share that for you coming up at 6. Mike?
All right, thanks, Ross. You can find out more about our Kansas Proud series by going to our website, KWCH.com. I head to Colby 2 weeks from today. We've posted some pictures of Ross from his younger days growing up in Geneseo. Be sure to check those out. Well, the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
From Team 12 meteorologist Ross Jansen took a road trip back to his hometown today to show us what makes him Kansas proud. He's live in Geneseo, where the town's mayor has officially declared July 3rd Ross Jansen Day. Ross?
Yeah, Cindy, you know, this was just quite a surprise coming home today and finding out that July 3rd will forever be known as Ross Jansen Day here in my hometown. It was just such a fun afternoon. We got together here at the City Hall and had cake this afternoon, had about 50 to 60 people show up, and it was just a lot of fun just reminiscing about the old times here in Geneseo. Things, of course, have changed a lot over the years, as you would expect with a small town. And this is, you know, Geneseo is on the northern end of Rice County. It's off Highway 4, and if you blink as you drive by, you're probably going to miss it. And while things move a little slower around here, it wasn't always that way. We caught up today with Jim Holmes, and he has lived in Geneseo for most of his life. Now, a school teacher for nearly 30 years, he definitely remembers a time when this town was very busy. Geneseo was actually named after Geneseo, Illinois, and was established around 2 railroads and a heavy oil business. Now, things have changed over the years, and the grocery stores are gone. The elementary school closed back in the 90s, and the last remaining bank has now become the City Hall.
No grocery stores here anymore, and one filling station, you might say, there's just one. And by the way, there was 1, there was 2, there was 3, there was 4 filling stations here. You could buy gas. Now there's 1.
And Geneseo was a beautiful place to be today. The weather has just been fantastic. We've had a lot of sunshine, not a lot of wind, and low humidity. But things are definitely changing in the days ahead. You can see for the 4th of July here in Geneseo, temperatures close in on 90 degrees tomorrow. We'll definitely pick up a lot more wind as we head into the afternoon. There's just a slight chance we'll see a few sprinkles or showers coming up as we head towards Saturday morning, but then drying out in the afternoon. And then it looks like on Sunday it gets even hotter with temperatures in the mid-90s and a lot of sunshine to close out the holiday weekend. Here in Geneseo, hard work makes us Kansas proud for sure. And Lauren Seabrook caught up with a couple who has dedicated their life to restoring cars to what they once were in their former glory.
Nestled down a dirt road outside rural Geneseo, you'll find the unthinkable. A Ford guy.
But I've got an extreme stretch right in here and stuff that'll have to shrink down, probably use some heat on it.
Working on a Chevy.
My dad liked cars. He was a Chevy man. So there was a little conflict at times.
Lynn Boscholtz buckled up with her husband Roger many years ago. She vowed to be his partner in life, his passenger in just about any old car you can think of.
This car is a 1957 Thunderbird. This car in the corner over here is a 1964 Galaxy R-Code. This car is a 1960 Starliner, 52 Chevrolet. This is a 1934 3-window coupe.
He's always saying to me, okay, now which wheels do you think look better, these or these? And I'm saying, they're wheels, I don't know. Then I come out and I say, which shoes do you like better, these or these? They're shoes. You get my point.
Committed to a man dedicated to his cars.
I like to touch them, I like to feel them, I like to drive them, I like the performance of them, I like the look of them, I like everything about them, and then I like to get my hands dirty on them.
You wouldn't know it from the street, but just look between the tree line. Roger's got about 150.
Scary, but they're in the car here that I couldn't restore.
Roger feels a great responsibility to the classics.
And there's a lot of stuff sitting out in the fields and in the alleyways and stuff in rural America that are just rotting into the ground, and that's the ones I hate. I hate to see that so bad.
So he takes in the shattered, busted, and broken down, restores what he can, and recycles parts from the rest.
All about, we do ship worldwide all the time. We're helping people out in Germany, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Australia, Denmark, France.
Turkey.
Turkey.
It's work he learned at just 8 years old that supported him for more than half a century.
I don't have a savings account because cash in the bank is my worst investment, in my opinion. Even junk vehicles are going up approximately 5 to 10% a year.
You might say these neglected autos have done as much for Roger as he's done for them. But none could possibly be more special than this.
1971, I bought my 1969 Shelby GT500 for $1,500. It's a $100,000 car now.
Well, except for maybe one.
When I was 4, my dad bought his first brand new car. It was a 1952 Chevy.
And even though Roger's a Ford guy, he restored that Chevrolet for his wife.
The sounds and the smell and everything are from my childhood. We took family vacations in that car.
It's those universal memories shared by so many that keeps Roger hammering away on the cars.
I'm 61 years old. I think I can work until I'm 70. And then that knowledge is going to be gone.
He worries the younger generation doesn't see these clunkers the way he does.
It's kind of like we had to put our old dog down last year that we had for 14 years. Well, it'll be kind of hard to put some of these old dogs down too, you know, because once they're gone, they're gone. And if somebody isn't there to preserve them and stuff, they will be gone.
So as long as his hands, shoulders, and back will let him, you'll find Roger working away down that dirt road at this auto sanctuary on the plains.
I can't ever imagine him without something to tinker with.
In Geneseo, Lauren Seabrook.
It needs to be restored, but it's solid, super solid.
Eyewitness News.
That's it from now for Geneseo. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And welcome back to Geneseo, where we are in week 1 of our Kansas Proud series. This was my day today here in Geneseo and has been proclaimed as July 3rd, Ross Jansen Day. And so it was very exciting to spend the afternoon here. Beautiful weather for that. Next week, Melissa Scheffler is going to take you to Newton. So throughout the month of July, we are going to be featuring our hometowns. I just want to thank everybody here in Geneseo for coming out today. It was just a lovely afternoon. We've got some more information coming up for you tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock. But for now, that wraps it up from Geneseo. We'll send it back to you.